That little kid is hardcore goth.
So check it out, boys. Tim Sylvia is talking some shit right now, right? Tim Sylvia is saying Michael Bisping does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is in decline. He's saying this because he feels he's one of the pioneers with Frank Shamrock and a few other noted names. Tim Sylvia needs to get off his fucking high horse. Okay, the sport's evolved so much. The sport has evolved. If Tim Sylvia was to fight the heavyweights right now when he was a heavyweight champion in his prime, he would get absolutely destroyed. Now, I'm not a fighter. I'm not taking away anything. You have to pioneer and you have to start from the beginning. But your skill set is nowhere as dynamic and diverse as Michael Bisping's Tim Sylvia. Don't even act like it is. You were a large brawler who knocked people out. And when you fought someone who was very skilled, Fedor in Affliction is the greatest example. You got annihilated because there was such a skill gap between you. You were left behind and you're bitter about that. Don't be talking shit about Michael Bisping. We can't have the Hall of Fame filled with these one-dimensional heavyweight brawlers just because you're caught up in your fucking feelings, bro, because you're not in the Hall of Fame. Are you in the Hall of Fame? I don't know, Tim Sylvia, because you kind of fell off. You challenged a boxer to an MMA match, tried to box him and got knocked out. You got knocked out by Ray Mercer, I'm pretty sure it was. So, Tim Sylvia, you need to check yourself, my man, because there's no fucking way you can compare the competition that you had back then to now. Okay, do you know who's not doing this? Legit heavyweight Hall of Famers like Dan Severn. Okay, you don't hear Dan Severn talking bullshit. You don't hear him talking shit about Michael Bisping. I didn't even like Michael Bisping when he was fighting. He used to annoy the shit out of me. It's funny. I always say don't get caught up in it, but I get caught up in it. I'm like the biggest hypocrite when it comes to it. But let me just say, I never liked Michael Bisping when he was fighting. I thought he was annoying. I thought he was paper champ, and I thought he ducked a lot of real fights when he won that belt. I thought it was super ironic that he lost to a welterweight who has been fucking off for like 2 or 3 years. So, but he does deserve it because he's a dynamic middleweight who did fight. He holds records, Tim Sylvia. You don't hold any records. So, before you start yapping off, you just sound like a hurt, bitter old man who nobody remembers. And I hate to say this, Tim Sylvia, I'll remember you. But if we go just maybe 3 years younger than me, these fans don't know who the fuck you are anymore, Tim Sylvia. So, don't talk on other fighters. You sound bitter. Don't talk on them. Go fuck yourself, Tim Sylvia. I fucking hate when people hate on people succeeding. It's a pet peeve. It really is. I'm talking about succeeding. Like, if they're being negative about it, like, you can hate on Colby all you want. Colby's annoying and he's getting all this negative attention. But I mean, when you hate on someone like Michael Bisping, an ex-fighter who turned analyst and announcer, and he talks during the matches. I forgot what the fuck that's called. I'm off. Commentator, excuse me. So he kept his career within the UFC. He stayed loyal to the UFC, and the UFC gave him a career. They gave him the Hall of Fame. Tim Sylvia, you jumped ship every fucking fight organization. Every time it looked like it was going downhill, you jumped ship where the money was bigger. You didn't want to stay with the UFC. I'm pretty sure you got cut from the UFC because you couldn't provide results. You know who never got cut from the UFC? Michael Bisping. Because he had times where he was losing, but he also had times where he was winning. He was one of the most consistent fighters of the early and late 2000s. And if you say otherwise, you're just a fucking hater, a liar, and you don't know shit about the UFC or this sport. And the second of all, Leon Edwards is warning Jorge Masvidal about that run-in. First, how are you gonna warn someone who fucked you up already, bro? How are you gonna, if I get marked up, let's say I go to the bar, right, and I get in a fight with some dude and he marks me up, I can go on Twitter all I want, say, oh, that's it, bro, you're fucked, I'm gonna get you, dog, I'm gonna get you. But you know what's gonna happen? Nothing. Everybody's gonna think I'm bitter because I got socked up. Like, how, that is such a bitch move, bro. How are you gonna go fucking dry? Who does that? Who does that? You're fucked. You better watch out. You're lucky that security was holding me back or you wouldn't have left. If you were really gonna do something, why are you fucking snitching on yourself over Twitter, bro? You're fucking, I don't know what to say, man. These dudes, bro. These dudes. I'm here. I realize it's ironic. I'm talking shit about their man drama while I'm all involved in it. Like, oh my God, he said this, and oh my God, he said this. But seriously, Leon Edwards, shut the fuck up, bro. You got fucking socked the fuck up by Jorge Masvidal in the back. You didn't go look for him. You didn't go chase him. You didn't try to get at him. You didn't send him a message, meet me here after. You didn't want to talk to him the rest of the night. And now you want to hop on Twitter and talk about get the fuck out of here, bro. You're acting like a little bitch. That's it, baby. Fucking fight talk. It is what it is.